A very good evening, everyone. This is Leslie from Buddhist Mahavira, the public page. Um, Basically, we are having a small problem, as you can see on the screen. There's a power outage in Sri Lanka at the moment, and Dr. Uparathana is using whatever power he can garner so that we can still run this broadcast for at least for the next 20 minutes or so. So, without wasting much time, I will just do a quick introduction of Bhante Uparathana and then we will straight away go into the Dhamma talk. Yeah. Now, Bhante Uparathana or Bhante Dr. Uparathana was ordained as a novice monk at the age of 12. He received his higher ordination at the age of 20. Bhante is fluent in a few languages. He took it upon himself to study English and Mandarin and is now fluent in Sinhala, Pali, English, and Mandarin. Bhante is currently the Dean of the Faculty of Graduate Studies, Buddhist and Pali University of Sri Lanka, and had served in many other capacities at universities in Sri Lanka and also at the University of Wuhan, which is quite interesting. Yeah, he was at least studied in Wuhan, in the People's Republic of China. He has also been sought to present many research papers at many local and international symposiums and conferences. So, without wasting much time, let's invite Bhante to start tonight's Dhamma talk. Bantu Pradna, please.
Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Dear friends in Dhamma, welcome to you all to listen this Dhamma talk. First of all, I would like to pay my gratitude to Chief Incumbent of Buddhist Mahavihar in Malaysia for organizing this Dhamma series in this crucial time. On the other hand, I would like to pay my gratitude and pay my thanks to the organizing committee, especially Mr. Tilak Leslie, for inviting me to do this Dhamma talk online. Today, actually, I was a little bit upset because of power cut in Sri Lanka. Anyway, now it's okay. The power came. Therefore, I think I can do as much I ready for this Dhamma talk. Today, the topic is Deva concept in Buddhism. So in this topic, I would like to discuss something with you because this topic is little bit strange. Why? So many people ask whether the Buddhism accept Deva concept or not, whether the Buddhism reject Deva concept or not. Like that, there are several questions arise by people about the Buddhism, about the Deva concept. I would like to mention you, there are two kinds of religions in this world. The one religion is the theistic religion, and other religion is non-theistic religion. So the Buddhism is not a theistic religion. Our Gautama Buddha is the historical person. That he was not a god, he was not a Deva. Therefore, we say Buddhism is a philosophy, it is not a theistic religion. So, you know, our Gautama Buddha was named as Devati Deva. He is the king of the gods, or he is the lord of the god. Therefore, our Buddha is not a god and he is a human being. He is a historical person. Therefore, our Buddha rejected Almighty God concept. You know, when we talk about this topic, so we can discuss some points, whether the Buddhism accept Deva concept or not, how the Deva concept came into existence in the world, and types of Devas, and who can become Devas, and the nature of God, the nature of Devas, and can Devas practice Dhamma or meritorious deeds? Can Devas enter into Nibbana? So I would like to pay my attention these points in this Dhamma discussion. At the very beginning, I would like to discuss something how the Deva concept came into existence. So, you know, our Gautama Buddha he understood, he got the Samma Sambuddha in the 6th century BC. Okay, so at that time, at the very beginning, so the Buddha has mentioned what he taught, what he teach for people. According to Buddhism, we can understand when we teach, when we read the Tripitaka, at the very beginning of the world, there were no any gods in the world, no any god concept, right? So in the Dhammapada Buddha Vagga, the Buddha has mentioned Bahumve Saranang Yanti Pabbatani Vanani Cha Aramurukka Chetya, sacred places people threaten with danger. So, you know, at the very beginning, the people was fear for the thundering and the lightning, raining, and sun rising, and the moon. For everything of nature, they thought because of God. So that they are gods. Therefore, they were very fear for the thundering. They were very fear for the lightning. They were very fear for the raining. And they were very fear for the sun rising. They were very fear for the moon. Because of that fear, they thought they are the gods. Therefore, at the very beginning, there were many gods. There were many gods. You know, in the world now, there are two religions accept monotheism and polytheism. The monotheism means accept the belief of only one and only God. That is called Eka Devavad. So, you know, Judaism, Christianity, Islam. So, those are well-known monotheistic religions in the world. So, according to them, the God is the creator and the sustainer of the universe. According to the polytheism, there are many gods. In the 6th century BC, when the Buddha came to this world, there were many gods. They accept many gods. But you know, in Hinduism, there are many gods, but they accept only one god. He is called Mahabrahma. According to the Hinduism, they say the Mahabrahma is everything. Okay, so Mahabrahma created this world. Mahabrahma created human beings. Okay, so therefore they thought the Mahabrahma is the almighty, omnipotent, omniscient one. So this is the that is how the Deva concept came into this world, right? So I would like to pay my attention to next point, the types of gods or types of Devas. So according to Buddhism, I think you know, especially we have Tripitaka, Sutta Pitaka, Vinaya Pitaka, and Abhidhamma Pitaka. Among these three Pitakas, Abhidhamma Pitaka and Sutta Pitaka are very special when you talk about Deva concept. In the Sutta Pitaka, the second discourse is Majjhima Nikaya. And the Majjhima Nikaya and the Majjhima Nikaya commentary or Majjhima Nikaya Atthakatha and the Vibhanga Prakarana of Abhidhamma Pitaka. So these two books especially have mentioned three types of devas in the world. So the Majjhima Nikaya commentary says that there are three devas. The Sammuti, who are them? Sammuti Deva, Uppatti Deva, and Visuddhi Deva. These three types of devas teach in Tripitaka, or in the Sutta Pitaka and Abhidhamma Pitaka. So who is called Sammuti Deva? The Sammuti Deva, so we can translate into English as the conventional Devas. Who is the conventional Deva? The conventional Deva means those who dedicated their lives for the benefits of the society. They consider as Devas or gods after death those who contributed much for the society, especially, kings and princes and social workers. So people consider they become devas after their death. Therefore, they are named as Sammuti Deva. The second type of Deva is Uppati Deva. Uparathana means beings who are born in divine abode by their meritorious deeds. Okay, so according to our topic, according to Buddhism, there are 6 Deva worlds. There are 6 Deva worlds. There are 31 worlds in this universe, the 16 Brahma worlds, and 6 Deva worlds, and 4 underworlds, so that means the apayas and human world. Like that, there are 31 worlds in this universe. So Uppati Deva means, according to our topic, today we discuss the Deva concept in Buddhism. There are 6 Deva worlds. Those who born in such 6 Deva worlds are named as Uppati Deva because of their meritorious deeds and meritorious actions. The third one named as Visuddhi Deva. The Visuddhi Deva means Arahants. So they are devoid from asavas. They become devas by the purification. So such kind of devas by purification of all the corruptions or the kilesas. If anyone want to become a Samma Sambuddha, if anyone want to become a Pacheka Buddha, if anyone become to an Arahant, so they have to destroy all the cankers, all the defilements. By destroying all the cankers, by destroying all the defilements, they are free. They are purified. That is why they are called Visuddhi Deva. So they are worthy of veneration of all the Devas. So they are the highest class of the Devas. So, in our Buddhism, our Buddha has named as Devati Deva. He is the highest one of the Deva. Brahmati Brahma. He is the highest person of Brahma. And he was named as Satta Deva Manusanam. He is the teacher of Devas and human beings. Like that, there are 3 types of Devas according to our Buddhism. So what are those? Sammuti Deva and Uppati Deva and the Visuddhi Deva. These are the 3 types of Devas teach in Buddhism. Next point is, on the other hand, so we can discuss like this. Okay, so according to Buddhism, there are 2 world systems, the 3 world systems. What are those 3? The Kama Loka, and the Rupa Loka, Arupa Loka. The Kama Loka means senses worlds. Okay, so according to our this topic, the 6 Deva worlds and human world and 4 apayas belong to Kama Loka. Okay, and the Rupa Loka, the material world, there are 16 material worlds, and the Arupa Loka. Arupa Loka means non-material worlds. The material and non-material worlds are Brahma worlds. Okay, so in our topic, we talk only Kama Loka. The Kama Loka we divide into 2 parts, Sugati and Dugati. Sugati, 6 Deva Loka and our human world. And the Dugati means 4 apayas. So, when we talk about Deva worlds, people may think, so why we need to be born in the heaven? Why we want to become a Deva? So, if I ask a question like that, like this, why people want to be born in the Deva world? Why? Because of luxurious life. So as a human being, so we live in this world. Okay, so according to the Buddhism, we know after this life we will be born in 31 planes anywhere, 31 worlds anywhere we can be born, but we will be born according to our action, according to our karma. If we do a good action, if we do meritorious deeds, meritorious actions, we will be born in the heaven and Brahma worlds and luxurious places. If we do bad actions or demeritorious deeds, we will be born in the four apayas. But uh, as a Buddhist, as a person, as a Buddhist who believe the meritorious deeds, therefore we would like to be born in the Devas to have a luxurious life than more than a human being. Okay, so according to Buddhism, Buddha has very clearly explained who will be born as a Deva, who can become a Deva, right? So at the very beginning, I mentioned there are two books very special for this topic. Majjhima Nikaya commentary and the Majjhima Nikaya and the Vibhanga Prakarana of Abhidhamma Pitaka. In the Vibhanga Prakarana of Abhidhamma Pitaka, the Buddha has delivered like this: Danan Dattva, Silang Samadhayitva, Upasatang Katva, Katha Upajati. If any person, those who practice charity and having observed 5 precepts and having observed higher precepts, where they will be born. So the Buddha has very clearly mentioned Danan Dattva, Silang Samadhitva, Upasatang Kammang Katva, Appe Kache, Chatum Maharajikanan Devanang Sahavyatang Gachanti, Tavatinsanan Devanang Sahavyatang Gachanti, Yamanan Devanang Sahavyatang Gachanti, Tusitanan Devanang Sahavyatang Gachanti, Nimanatinan Devanang Sahavyatang Gachanti, Paranimitanam Devanam Sahavitam Gachanti, Vasavattinam Devanam Sahavitam Gachanti. So when you listen this Pali phrase, you can understand what I mentioned, what I said. So in this phrase, in this Pali phrase, the Buddha has mentioned those who like to do, those who practice meritorious deeds, those who observe precepts, those who observe, those who practice higher precepts, they will be born in the Chatum Maharajika Dev world, and they will be born in the Yama Dev world, and they will be born in the Tavatinsa Dev world, and they will be born in the Tusita Dev world, and they will be born in the Paranimita Yama Dev world, and they will be born in the Paranimita Vasavati Dev world. So these are the 6 Dev world taught by the Buddha. So according to Buddhism, so the Buddha has mentioned to become to be born in the Dev world, which kind of good deeds, which kind of things we should be practiced. So Buddha has mentioned very clearly, so we have to practice Saddha, Sila, Sutta, Chaga, Panya. If a person practice Saddha, Saddha means faith in the noble qualities on the Buddha. You know, there are 9 qualities of the Buddha. Faith in the noble qualities of the Buddha is a stable faith, the Saddha. And the Sila, virtue, especially the verbal and bodily purification. Okay, so Kaya Vachanan Samodanan Sila, the Sila means the restraint of doing bad things by body and by mouth. Okay, so that is called Sila. And the Sutta, the listening to the Buddha's Dhamma, and the Chaga, practicing the charity, and the Panya, understanding good and bad, understanding what we should do or what we should not do, and what we should speak, what we should not speak, and what is good and what is bad, like that. So these 5 things, Saddha, Sila, Sutta, Chaga, Panya. So these things we have to practice. If a person practice these things, he can be born in the Dev world, right? So in the Vimanavattu, so you know there are 2 books in Khuddaka Nikaya, Vimanavattu and Petavattu. Dear friends, the Vimanavattu So especially the Mahamoggallana Thera, he went to the heaven, he went to the Deva worlds, and he discussed many things with the Devas, how they were born in the Deva world, what they did. So the many deities explained very clearly. So these things we did because of these meritorious deeds. We were born in the Deva world like that. Okay, so therefore, the Vimana Vattu is a very special book to understand their words and the meritorious deeds, meritorious actions done by them to be born in their world. So the Mahamoggallana Thera Mahamoggallana Thera met three Devas and he discussed with them what is the reason, what you do, what you did in the human world to be born in the Deva world. So they explained very clearly. So these things we practice. Sacham bhanena kujjaya dajja appam piyachito ete hitini tanehi gacche devan santike, like that. Okay, so one God said, Sacham bhane, I always spoke truthful things. I always spoke truth. I did not lie. Because of that reason, I were born in the their world. And Kujjaya, another one said, I didn't get angry. Because of that reason, I was born in the their world. And another one said, Dajja appampi achito, I offered very little thing. When if one asks, at that time I offered a very little thing. I practiced charity. Because of these three things, we were born in their world like that. Dear friends, now you can understand who can be born in their world. So what kind of things we have to practice to be born in their world like that. Now you can understand there are 6 Dev worlds, and the people who do meritorious actions, meritorious deeds, people who practice virtue, people who practice saddha, or people who practice faith, such kind of things, when they do these things, they can be born in their world like that. Okay, so my next point is the nature of devas. What are the characteristics of devas? How they differ from human? Earlier I mentioned you there are 6 Dev worlds, and the people who practice meritorious actions, meritorious deeds, they will be born in the Deva world, 6 Deva worlds. And if they born in the Deva world, then what is the difference between human being and the Devas, like that? Okay, so according to Tripitaka, when we talk about our sutras, there are many things we can understand, especially so they live by their own light. Okay, they are very their body is very light, sayang prabha, and the antalikachara, they live in the sky. You know, there are 2 kinds of devas, akasastha and bhumyastha. Devas who live in the sky and devas who live in the earth, like that. Okay, so I will discuss in brief later. Antalikachara, they will live in the sky, and the Piti Bhakka. So devas eat happiness for their food, not like us. So they enjoy, they eat happiness as their food. And they have another thing, Dibbasota, and they have the divine ear. They can listen than us. They have Dibba Chakku, divine eyes. They can see many things. They can see the far, very far things. Okay, so we can see only very small things, very little far, but devas can many things. Therefore, they have the Dibbasota, divine ears and divine eyes. So they live a long life. This is the most important thing. Okay, so their life span is very long. Their life span is very long, but most important thing is to be keep into mind, but they also subject to death. They also subject to death. Dear friends, whether we want to be born in the human Deva world you have to think, you have to keep in mind, they also subject to die. But Samma Sambuddha, Pacheka Buddha, Arahanta, so these three persons will not die after their death. But in other 31 worlds, anyone be born in there, they will subject to die. But their life span is different according to their merit. Each and individual Deva. Okay, if you were born in the Chatum Maharajika Deva, everyone's life span not same. Okay, so they can be born in the Chatum Maharajika Deva world, but everyone can't live the same period. They can't live same period. According to their meritorious actions, their lifespan is different. Therefore, but everyone seems like 16 years old. That is the difference between human being and the devas. Okay, so every devas look like 16 years old. They will not get old age. They will not get ill, and they will their life or their food also not like us. It is totally different from human beings. And as I mentioned earlier, they also subject to die. When they very close to die, their body will be fade, and the flowers they worn will be fade, and the sweating also get their arms feet, right? So his body, the color of body also become very fade, and he will be restless on his seat. So these are the things, and this is the nature, and these are the characteristics of devas, and this is the difference between devas. The human being will become old age, and he get ill, and he will die. Devas also will die, but they will not get old age. They always look like 16 years old. Okay, so this is the difference. And the human being live normally 100 years, but their life span is very, very long. But it is also different according to their meritorious actions. Now, my dear friends, I would like to explain something in brief. 6 Devas and their life span, how it is different, one Deva world with other Deva world. The first Deva world is Chatum Maharajika. So this Deva world is the very closest one to the human world. Okay, this is the very closest Deva world to human world, right? So according to our Tripitaka, according to Vibhanga Prakarana of Abhidhamma Pitaka, this Deva world is situated beyond 42,000 yojanas. 42,000 yojana, right? So I think as a Buddhist, what is called yojana. Therefore, I am not going to explain what is yojana. Normally, the yojana is, we believe, 16 kilometers far. 16 kilometers far. Okay, so it is beyond 42,000 yojanas from human world, right? So it is situated. It is situated in the middle of the Mount Mahameru. Okay, so the Mount Mahameru. There are 4 Deva kings. They are named as Dataratta, Viruda, Virupaka, and Vesavana. So these 4 great kings live there. They always have the very close connection with human world and human beings. They always try to protect the human world and human being. So they are the lord of the Gandhabba, Kumbhanda, Nag, and Yakka. So in the Chatum Maharajika Deva also, there are the various Devas, and we can divide into 2 parts, as I mentioned earlier: Akasasta and Bhumyasta. Devas who live in the sky and Devas who live in the earth. Okay, so according to our Tripitaka, Kidda Padosika, Mano Padosika, Sita Valahaka, Unhavalahaka, Chandima Devaputta, and Surya Devaputta. So these Devas live in the Chatu Maharajika Deva world. When you talk about the lifespan of this of the Devas in the Chatu Maharajika, my dear friends, it's a very long period, right? So suppose like this, okay, 50 years of human world are equal to 1 day of Chatu Maharajika Deva world, and such 30 days are equal to 1 month. Such 12 months, 12 months is 1 year. Okay, such kind of 500 years live Chatu Maharajika Devas in the Chatu Maharajika Deva world. But I earlier mentioned not all the Devas in Chatu Maharajika. Okay, there are various kind of Devas according to their meritorious actions. The person who did much merits, he can live such kind of long period, but others, they can't live such a long period. Okay, so when we compare the lifespan of the Chatu Maharajika Deva world, they live 9 million years compared to human world. Okay, now you can suppose how long they live, but they also subject to death. They also subject to die. Therefore, they also, that their world also impermanent. They can't live there permanently. The Chatu Maharajika Devas also impermanent, but they can live a very long period, 9 million years, like human world. Okay, so they are called Chatu Maharajika Devas. And the second one is Tavatinsa Devaloka. So, okay, Tavatinsa Deva world is situated beyond the Chatu Maharajika Deva world. Okay, so the Buddha has mentioned Tettinsa Jana Tatta Uppajjanati Tavatinsa. Tettinsa Jana Tatta Uppajjanati Tavatinsa. So, Tavatinsa Deva world, so they were born 33 Devas. According to Buddhism, you know, there is one household. His name was Magamanavaka. Okay, so there is one story, very beautiful story in Dhammapada and Dhammapadatta Katha. This Magamanavaka is a social worker. Okay, he practiced meritorious deeds, meritorious actions with 30 people. As a result of those social works, meritorious actions, those 30 people were born in the Tavatinsa Deva world. Okay, so the Magamanavaka became king of the Devas. Magamanavaka became king of the Devas. His name is Saka. So there are many explanations why he is named as Saka. So I am not going to explain now because it is not enough time to explain many things about him and about the Devas. Therefore, I want to brief my Dhamma talk. You know, you can understand now why it is called Tavatinsa. These 30 people were born in that world. Therefore, that their world was named as Tavatinsa, and this Magamanaka became king of the Devas, right? So it is mentioned in the Dhammapada Appamadena Magava Devanan Settatangato, like that. He became the Lord of the King because of his heedfulness, heedful activities, what he did, everything he did. When the time is come, he did at the everything at the time. Okay, so this Deva world is situated in the top of the Mahameru mountain, right? And 42,000 yojanas above from the Chatu Maharajika Deva world. Okay, so these Devas also live on the top of the mountain Mahameru, and therefore they are called Parvasasta or Akasasta. They live in the sky and they live in the top of the Mahameru mountain. and their life span also very very long. They live the many years. Okay, suppose like this: 100 years of human world are equal to 1 day of Tavatinsa Deva world, and such 30 days 1 month, and such 12 months 1 year, such 1,000 years, they 1,000 years similar to 36 millions. That means they live 1,000 years in the Tavatinsa. It is similar to 36 million years of human world. Okay, now you can understand, you can think how much they live along. Okay, this is the second Dev world. And the third one is explained in the Vibhanga Prakarana Attakatha and the Majjhima Attakatha, the Yama Dev world. Why they are called Yama? So it is mentioned, Dibbang Sukang Yata Payata Sampatati Yama. This Dev world is named as Yama because they gone forward or proceeded to happiness. Okay, because of their happiness, they have gone forward, and they have proceeded to the happiness, and they have much happiness there. Okay, this Dev world is also situated 400 yojanas above from the Tavatinsa. Okay, so their life span is like this: the 200 years of human world equal to 1 day, and 30 days 1 month, and such 12 months 1 year. Such kind of 2,000 years they live in the Yamadev world. So it is similar to, dear friends, 148 million years of human world. Okay, so the next one is Tusita Dev world, the fourth one, Tutta Pahatta Tusita. Why they are called Tusita? So the Tusita Dev world is named because of they satisfied, they delighted, and were very cheerful. Okay, the Tusita Dev world is also situated above from 42,000 yojanas from the Yamadev world, and they were rejoiced because of their wealth, right? Their life span also very high. Okay, suppose 400 years of human world are equal to 1 day, and such 30 days are 1 month, and such 12 months are 1 year, and they live 4,000 years. Okay, according to human world, 536 million years they live in that day world. Okay, the fifth one is Nimmana Rati. So the Vibhanga Prakarana Attakatha explained like this: Pakati Patisantaha Rammanato Atirekena Ramitu Kamakali Yatha Ruchite Bhoge Nimmitva Ramanti Nimmana Rati. Okay, so they are named as Nimmanati because of they sticking to the wealth has created by himself, whatever he likes. Okay, they can create wealth whatever he likes, and they stick to that wealth. Okay, so this day world is also situated beyond 42,000 yojanas from the Tusita Dev world. Dear friends, you know the Tusita Dev world is very famous Dev world. Why? Our the mother of our Samma Sambuddha, the mother God, was born in the Tusita Dev world. Okay, so I will explain something later. She was born in the Tusita Dev world, right? So their life span also very high. They live 2,304 million years of human world. Okay, so I will explain in brief because the time is going very fast. And the last day world is Paranimmita Vasavatti. Last one is why it is called Paranimmita and Vasavatti. According to Vibhanga Prakarana Attakatha, Chittachara Nyatva Parehi Nimmitesu Bhogesu Vasangvattentiti Paranimmita Vasavattinam. Right? So the meaning is They are named as Paranimita Vasavati because of they possess the crops of the crops created by others knowing the existence of the mind. Okay, so they possess the crops created by others knowing the existence of the mind. They can create everything. They can create everything, and they possess the things created by others. Okay, they also live 9,216 million years. They live in their world. Okay, according to the human world years. If not, according to their world, they live 16,000 years. It is similar to 9,216 million years. Okay, so they live in their worlds. Okay, now you can understand there are 6 worlds, and they are differ from the human beings, and they have much more facilities. They have much more. They have a much luxurious life, but they also subject to die. Okay, how long they live in their world, they also have to die. They also impermanent. They are also suffering. They also suffer, and they also no soul. Okay, anicca, dukkha, anatta. These 3 things similar their world and human world. Okay, this is the similarity human and their worlds, but the difference is they have much more luxurious life in their world. Okay, the next point is, can devas practice dhamma? Okay, this is the most important thing. People ask, okay, can devas practice dhamma? Can they listen dhamma? Okay, and can they do meritorious deeds? Like that, such kind of problems arise inside the mind. Okay, so I would like to answer this. Oh, yes, they can practice dhamma. They can listen dhamma. Okay, and they can do meritorious deeds. They can do meritorious deeds, but not for all. Okay, not for everyone. Everyone can't listen dhamma. Everyone can't do meritorious deeds. Everyone can't practice dhamma, but very few of them can practice dhamma, can listen dhamma. Okay, do meritorious actions. You know, our Samma Sambuddha, he delivered Abhidhamma Pitaka to the Devas. Then he went to the Tavatinsa Dev world, and all the Devas came to the Tavatinsa Dev world. Especially, he wanted to preach Abhidhamma Pitaka, and he wanted to treat his mother God, Matru Deva Putta. He wanted to deliver Dhamma for him, and he went to the Tavatinsa, and the mother God also came to the Tavatinsa, listened to the Dhamma, and the Buddha preached whole Abhidhamma Pitaka, not for people, not for human being. He taught whole Abhidhamma Pitaka for Devas. Therefore, they can listen Dhamma. Even many gods came to the Buddha. Many gods came to the Buddha. They had the discussions with the Buddha. When we read the Tripitaka, there are at least there are 200 sutras delivered by Buddha for Devas. Okay, in the Sanyutta Nikaya, Devata Sanyutta, Devaputta Sanyutta, and in the Brahma Sakka Sanyutta, he had many discussions with the Sakka. The Sakka is the Tavatinsa Dev world. Okay, so many times they came to the human world. So they had deep discussions. They had very deep discussions, deep Dhamma points. Okay, with the Buddha. Therefore, they can listen Dhamma. They can practice Dhamma. Okay, according to the Mahasamaya Sutta of Digha Nikaya, there are many Devas. Okay, so in the Tripitaka we can find the at least 345 names of the Devas. Okay, so therefore all the Devas came to meet the Buddha, and they had discussions with the Buddha. Therefore, they can listen the Dhamma. That is what my idea. They can practice, they can listen, and they can do meritorious actions. Many times they helped our Buddha, and they helped Arhantas also. You know the Venerable Chakupala Thera. The Chakupala Thera also helped Devas. And in the dispensation, many gods came to the human world and they helped our Samma Sambuddha and the Arahants and the other monks also. They helped. On the other hand, this is the problem. They have the very, very luxurious life. Okay, so there is a part named as Nandanavana. According to Tripitaka, if anyone go to Nandanavana, there is only happiness. Okay, and all the devas have many devis. That means the goddesses. Okay, they are doing many things. They are singing, dancing, and doing very happiness things. When they enter to the Nandanavana, they forget everything. They forget everything. They can't think about the impermanency. They can't think about the suffering. They can't think about no soul. Okay, they think everything is okay. Everything is permanent. Everything happiness. Okay, so we live a luxurious life. There is no suffering like that. They think because of that reason, it is not easy to practice. It is not easy to practice Dhamma. But those who practice, those who have done meritorious deeds, those who practice the meditation in the human world, in their previous lives, they can practice Dhamma, they can do meritorious deeds even in their worlds also. Okay, so, especially the Chatum Maharajka Dev world, right? That Dev world is the very closest Dev world in the among the Dev worlds, right? So in the Chatum Maharajika Dev world, they can become Sotapanna, stream enter, and they can become Sakadagami, once returner. They can become Anagami, non-returner, and they can become Arahant. Okay, so they can become an Arahant, they can become stream enterer, they can become one returner, and they can become non-returner. Okay, in the Chatum Maharajka Dev world, after they enter into Sotapanna, after they enter into Sakadagami, still they can live in the Chatum Maharajka Dev world. But if they become Anagami, they will die and they will be born in the Brahma world. And if anyone in the Chatum Maharajika Deva world became an Arahant, he can't live as a Deva because of that leading a luxurious life. Definitely, immediately the attain into Arahant, he will attain into Parinibbana. Okay, this is the nature of Chatum Maharajika Devas, and when they practice Dhamma, they can achieve those things also, right? I will say a small story to you. Okay, there was a monk. He practiced meditation, vipassana meditation. Okay, he wanted to be an Arahant, but unfortunately, he was die before he got an Arahant. That means he couldn't enter into Nibbana. He didn't become an Arahant. And when he was practicing vipassana meditation, he died and he was born in the Dev world. And immediately born in the Dev world, the Devis also come to him. There are a lot of Devis, a lot of luxurious life, and they are singing, playing, dancing, lot of things doing. Okay, in the same posture, he was born in the Dev world. And then he opened his eyes. Okay, then he saw, oh, where I am. I wanted to enter into Nibbana. I want to be an Arahant. But what happened? Okay, I died and I was born in the Dev world. Then he was very upset. Then he thought, who are these? Then he saw these Devis, these Apsaras, and these goddesses like demon. This Nandanavana is forest of delusion like that. He thought like that. Okay, then immediately he went to meet the Buddha, and he informed to the Buddha what happened to him. So therefore the Buddha mentioned him, don't worry, don't worry, you can practice Dhamma, you can practice Dhamma. There is a way for the to go to the oasis. Okay, you have a direct path, you have a direct path, you can go on that direct path. There is a vehicle, that vehicle is called silent, and there are two wheels. Those two wheels are named as Dhammachakra. Okay, Dhammachakra. There is a one driver, that he is called Dhamma. Okay, so with this by this vehicle, with this driver, you can go in this direct path. Okay, so in front of the this vehicle, the Sammaditi, right vision goes. Okay, if you practice right vision, and if you go on this straight path, you can go to the oasis. Okay, you can go to the oasis, you can free from this delusion, like that Buddha delivered to that Deva. Okay, now you can understand, my dear friends, if a person who practice meritorious deeds, meritorious actions, he will be born in the Deva world, but they also subject to die, and everything is impermanent. But they can practice Dhamma. Okay, so in this topic, I wanted to pay you attention, not to talk about Devas, not to talk about the luxurious life of Devas, but I wanted to say this quarantine period, you are in the house. Okay, you are in the house now, you have a very good time, very good period. Okay, you can practice Dhamma as a Deva. Okay, earlier you are very busy, you have no time to do anything. Now you have much time, practice whatever you want. Okay, if you practice such kind of things, you can be born in the Deva world, and you can have a luxurious life, and you can enter into Nibbana also. You can practice the Dhamma also. Okay, if you practice, if you observe 5 precepts, and if you observe higher precepts, you can do everything in your house now, because you have the much time, you have much free time now. Okay, you can practice Saddha. Okay, no problem, you can practice Saddha, and you can practice charity, you can practice virtue, you can observe 5 precepts like that. Okay, and you can practice panya, you can understand what is good, what is bad, what I should do, what I should not do, like these things you can understand. Okay, if I conclude my topic, now you can understand, if you do a meritorious action, meritorious deeds, you will be born in the heaven. But our target is not like that, our vision is not like that. Okay, so according to that Achara Sutta, that monk wanted to be an Arahant. He wanted to not to be born in the heaven, but he was born there. But our target, our vision, our aim should be, should practice Dhamma, not to be born in the heaven, but to enter into Nibbana, practicing Vipassana meditation and doing meritorious actions. Okay, that is what I want to explain in this occasion. Thank you very much, my dear friends.
Thank you, Bhante, Uparathana. Bhante, we have a few questions from our listeners.
Yeah.
The first one, yeah, I'm going to put it on the screen. Can you read it from the screen? We as you, okay, let me read the question.
We will reborn, and the cycle goes on until we keep a full stop by attain Nibbana. When the Devas passed away, will be reborn as Devas, or what? Sansara. Yes, actually, I explained you. Normally, in the Tower, in the Chatum Maharajika Dev world, they can enter into stream winner, they can enter into once return and non-return, even they can become arhant also. Okay, if one enter into the non-returner, definitely he will die, and he will be born in the Brahma world. Okay, after they are die in the Deva world, without becoming an Arya Puggala, he will be born in the human world. Okay, so when he close to die, the all the Devas close to him, and all the Devas informed him, okay, you go from this place and you go to the Sugati. Okay, they inform to him, you go to the Sugati. The Sugati for Devas is human world. Okay, they can come to the human world. On the other hand, some Devas can go to, after their Deva world, they can go to the Apaya also. Okay, but there is one story. One deity, one Deva, he saw after his death, he will immediately go to the hell. Therefore, he went to meet the Buddha, and he informed this one, and he practiced Dhamma. He observed virtue. Then he, after his death, again he became an he entered into stream winner. That means he Sotapanna. Okay, like that.
Okay, Bhante, well, there's one more question.
Even though the Sakka also became an Sotapanna. Okay, in the Tavatinsa, Sakka became an Sotapanna. In the Tusita Dev world, so Mother God became non-returner.
Bhante, there's another question. It's on the screen. Can you see? Why human world?
Why human world is better than their world, or vice versa? Yeah, actually, the human world is better because our Samma Sambuddha as a Bodhisattva, he was in the Tusita Deva world as a Tusita Devaraj. Okay, to become a Samma Sambuddha, to become a Pacheka Buddha, they have to come to the human world. Okay, Arahant also can become in their world and even in the human world, but in the Dev world, their life span is very, very long. Okay, they lead a very, very luxurious life. Okay, when they enter into Nandanavana, everything forget. Right? There are very beautiful Devis. There are very beautiful ladies, goddesses. Okay, they are singing, dancing. They are doing very, very nice things. Then they forget what is impermanent, what is suffering, what is no soul. Okay, these three things they can't practice in the Deva world very easily. Okay, it is too difficult. Okay, even to practice vipassana meditation, it is too difficult to practice virtue also. Too difficult to observe virtue also in the Deva world. It is too difficult because of their luxurious life. That is why human world is better than Deva world to practice Dhamma. Okay.
Bhante, one more question, Bhante.
Yeah.
Can you read? Can
People
see?
see, feel, Deva, any person experience? Actually, there is a small story in Buddha's time. So the Buddha asked on the monks, do you have seen Devas? Okay. Then the monks said, no, we haven't seen. Okay. So then the Buddha mentioned those monks, if you want to see Devas, you see the kings of Vajjins. Okay. Vajji kings. Okay. So actually they are not Devas because the Buddha wanted to give a comparison. Okay. So they are very beautiful. Okay. They live very happily. They have the luxurious life. Okay. They have the luxurious life. Therefore, the Buddha mentioned, you see the kings of the Vajji country, then you can see the Devas. Devas also like that. Okay. One time, the one person, okay, the Mahanama Sakka, okay, he knew the Buddha delivered Sakka Panya Sutta for the King Sakka. Then he wanted to know something about whether the Buddha saw the Sakka, whether the Buddha delivered Sakka Panya Sutta, whether the Buddha discussed with the Sakka, whether the Buddha had the communication with the Sakka, whether the Buddha saw the Devas. Such kind of questions arise in the Mahanama Sakka. Okay, he is a human being. Therefore, he went to meet the Buddha and he asked several questions. Whenever, sir, did you see the Sakka? Did you have the communication with the Sakka? Okay, did you deliver Dhamma to the Sakka like that? Okay, so in the Buddha mentioned, yes, I saw. I delivered Dhamma him. I have discussion with him like that. Buddha mentioned. That means the sometimes we can see. Okay, sometimes we can see all the times we can't see, because they have a very subtle body. They have a very subtle body. If they want to show, their body to the people, they made their body little bit hard. Okay, then the people can see the devas. If not, all the times we can't see the, the devas came to meet the Buddha and he delivered them in the midnight. Okay, the very big light come. Okay, it's a very big light come because they are luminous body and the subtle body. Therefore, from our this eyes too difficult to see. If they want to show for the people, they by themselves make their body hard. Then we can see the devas.
Bhante, there's one more question.
Yeah. Will Devaloka also end in the end of this? Of course. Okay. Of course, at the end of the kappas, it is mentioned. It is very clearly mentioned in the Digha Nikaya. There's one Digha Nikaya Aganya Sutta. Okay, so you read Aganya Sutta. It is very clearly mentioned how this all the planetary system, all the universe destroy. Okay, destroy means this human world at the end of the kappa. It will be closed. Okay, destroy means it will be closed. It is not suitable for human being to live, and all the devas also destroyed. It will be not suitable for such devas to live, and this whole the universe will be full of will fill of with the water. Okay, then all the devas go to the Abhasar Brahma world. That means all the devalokas will be destroyed at the end of the kappa. Destroy means not suitable for living the place, and later it will be open. It is very clearly mentioned in the Agani Sutta. Please read this sutta. Yeah.
Bhante, one more question. I think it's the last question you'll have.
Asura is not a deva. Okay, Asura is not a deva. So it is mentioned as it is a hell like that. Okay, they are not devas.
One more.
Why human world is better than their world or vice versa? The same question he asked. I earlier
Yeah.
answered.
Yeah. Okay. I think that is all. Yeah.
Yeah.
This one.
What are reference and books we have to learn about Deva? Okay, I mentioned you very special two books, and Majjhima Nikaya Atthakatha, and Vibhanga Prakarana of Abhidhamma Pitaka. So you can learn something about Deva world. Okay, but many things is mentioned in the commentaries. Okay, on there's another commentary, Manoratha Purni of Anguttara Nikaya, Attakatha Anguttara Nikaya commentary. This is also mentioned Devas, and all the sutras you can see in the Sanyutta Nikaya, Devata Sanyutta, Devaputta Sanyutta, Sakka Sanyutta, and in the Mangala Sutta and the Parabhava Sutta. All these sutras delivered by Buddha for Devas, and we can learn something Vibhanga Prakarana of Abhidhamma Pitaka and Majjhima Nikaya Attakatha. In the in Digha Nikaya Mahasamya Sutta also you can learn something about Devas, because there are many Devas. List of name of the Devas, the assembly of Devas is mentioned in the Mahasamya Sutta. That is also very useful to learn Devas.
Okay, Bhante, we are lucky that we have managed to go 1 hour today. When you were
Yes.
only expecting to be online for 20 minutes because of the power outage. So I think the Devas are with us today.
Yes, they because actually when I start the Dhamma preaching, the light came. Okay.
Okay, so you're back. Now is back. Yeah, okay. So thank
Yeah. I
you.
think our listeners also very lucky, and I am also lucky. If not, sometimes maybe there no light and power cut, and
Yeah,
I got this chance to do something for you. Yeah.
I think we are really very pleased, and it's a real pleasure to have you with us tonight, Bhante. So we'd like to take this
Okay.
opportunity to thank Bhante Uparathana for coming on live.
So in this time, I would like to transfer merits for the Devas because always they protect us and they help us. I transfer merits for Devas and they will be rejoiced in their life and they will enter into Nibbana. And I would like to transfer merits for our departed ones and especially our chief incumbent of Buddhist Mahavihar and organizing committee, and especially Mr. Tilak Leslie, who organizing this Ramadana series. I transfer merit for all of you and our relatives, our friends, and all the beings in the world, and they will be happy and safe, and they have a healthy life. And this quarantine period because of coronavirus 19 many people suffer in the world and we wish all of them to have a healthy wealthy life and they will recover very soon and at the end we all enter into Nibbana. Everyone, Sukhi Hotu, Sadhu, Sadhu, Sadhu. Akasattha Jabummatta Deva Naga Mahindika Punyantang Anumoditva Chirang Rakhantu Sasanang Chirang Rakhantu Desanang Chirang Rakhantu Mang Paranti Bhavatu Sabba Mangalang Rakhantu Sabba Devata Sabba Buddhanubhavena Sabba Dhammanubhavena Sabba Sanghanubhavena Sada Sotti Bhavantu Te. May you all be well and happy. Thank you so much. May the triple gem bless to you.
Thank you, Bhante. Thank you so much for being with us this evening.